Welcome to Papyrus Plans. I'm Tasha. Ready to create something beautiful? Let's dive in.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So this week I thought we would do kind of like a travel adventure theme, and I pulled lots of stuff. So I have some scrapbook paper and I cut, basically it's 12 by 12, but I cut it. And instead of doing it down the middle because of the images that were here, I cut around the images on each side. So I thought maybe I could use that on either side. And then there's some cut aparts that I thought maybe I could use as quotes. And this is really, oh, okay, it's double-sided? No, this isn't. Okay. Okay, this is double-sided. Okay, originally I thought I was going to use this, but actually, this is kind of cute. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, I might even could use this for, instead of using boxes, maybe I'll use these. Do I have 7? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I only have 5 days, but I don't really need anything on the weekend. I did pull these boxes. These are boxes that I made in kind of neutral tones, neutral colors to kind of go with, like some of the quotes and things like that so that the color would stand out. But I don't know, I might cut this. Oh, it's double-sided though. Yeah, I got to decide if I want to use this part or if I want to use this part. So if I decide to use the quotes, I can't use the days. And if I decide to use the days, the only quotes I will have will be these 3, because those are the only ones that aren't, and then these 2 in the middle. So we'll play around that to see which side I use. I just realized this is double-sided. But yeah, this is really cool paper, and I got this out of a travel paper pad that I had, and I thought it would be kind of cool. And then these are stickers that I made, and I originally made these in black and white. And then I thought, well, maybe if I want to add them on here, maybe I want some that are clear. And then I couldn't decide, so I did some in clear. I did the white in case I want to layer it on top, and I want it to stand out. I did the clear in case I don't want it to stand out and I just want to layer it. And then I started playing around with different foils I had. This one's rose gold. And then I did some in blue and then some in red, again, to kind of match the colors of this and here, because there's lots of reds and blues. So I'd have that in case I wanted to use color. And then I created just in black in case I decided I wanted something more neutral. So I have those, and I don't think I'll use more than like 1 sheet, or I might mix and match maybe some of the blue and the red if I decide to go with the color. Because when I did the rose gold, you couldn't really see it. And so I decided to do red and blue instead. So we have that. And then I also remembered that I have this brand new travel book, sticker book by Paper Studio. This is called Stickability Travel Sticker Pack. And I just realized this has gold foiling. Maybe I should have made some of these in gold. Well, I could just use the black or the color. But now that I'm looking at this, I don't know if I'll use this because there's a lot of foiling in this. I think there might be some that are just black, but I think this is a lot of foiling. So I might use some of this, maybe. Some of the smaller items that are maybe just black, I might maybe use at the top or on the side somewhere or in little places to kind of tuck away. Like maybe some of the icons. Yeah, I'm not sure about this now. I pulled this because it's travel, but now that I'm looking at it, there's quite a bit of gold in here. So I don't know if I'm going to use this. But I have it in case I decide to. Okay, so I think the main thing is to figure out what paper we want to use and how we want to put it down. Because obviously I'm not going to use all of this. So this is the 12 of 12 again that I cut out. Let's see. So I could do something like that. And I mean, I could take up the whole, as much of each side as I can and then kind of layer things on top. I might do that. I think that was my original idea, and then put boxes on top. But now that I realize I have these. Let's see, where's the days? Now I'm wondering if I should maybe fussy cut the days and put them on top, or will that be too big? 1, 2, 3. I've got to fit 3 over here and 2 here. Again, I think it's okay that I don't have anything for the weekend because I don't typically need very many boxes on the weekend because usually I don't necessarily have to write down my errands. I'll just run them. Usually I only add boxes if it's something I don't want to forget or if it's something important that I have or if it's a holiday or something like that. So I might add maybe just a regular box on the weekend and then use maybe these during the day. I mean, during the week. They're a little big though. Maybe I should cut them out and then see if I think it's too big. Let's see. Maybe I'll use this one as a tester because it's the only one that's kind of a standalone. So let me do that real quick, because this is the only one where I can kind of play around with the size. The other ones I have to actually ruin the other side of, whereas with this one, both sides are standalone. Like, aren't these cute? I left my heart in so many places. Welcome aboard. So this one I can save because that just has something decorative on it. So let's see. If I use the paper the way I originally thought I was, like covering up the whole planner. Let's see. And actually, I mean, I don't have to use the full size. I guess I could cut it down a little bit if I did that. Like if I took off, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 lines, 4, maybe even 5 lines. Okay, if I did that size, I think it might work. And then I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then maybe put some of the other icons and decorative elements in between. That might be kind of cool. Maybe I will do that. I mean, these are kind of cool. And then instead of making checklists or boxes, I can just write in this, like write down what I'm going to do for the day or what I need to get done. Yeah, originally I thought I was going to use like 1 or 2 of these on each side, then have boxes interspersed between them. I mean, these are really cute. Oh, good. I was hoping I could keep this one. Okay, this center section, these 2 I can keep because it doesn't have the days there. Let's see, life is short and the world is wide. Enjoy the journey. Okay, I don't necessarily miss losing these. So I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll cut these out and then decide how far down I want to cut, like how many lines in. So let's see. Okay, so we have that. Now let's kind of play around with how it looks and see if it's going to work, because before I put glue on anything, I just want to make sure that I like the way that it looks and that I can make it work. I think I might go this way and get the cruise ship in, or at least most of it. Or maybe I'll do like halfway. Okay, thankfully, since this isn't grocery week, I can move things all the way over here. So I can do 1, 2, maybe like that. Maybe put something decorative in the middle. Then 4 and 5, and maybe something decorative there. Or I can take some of the scraps here and maybe put it over there. So I think that might work. I might do that. And cutting it down makes it a little bit more reasonable. And again, I can write down each day here. And so maybe I'll write down the days of the week here. Or actually, I could use my, have some day stickers. And put, you know, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then maybe just add a box for the weekend. Or actually, what I could do, so that I don't waste these, I could just add some of these on the weekend if I wanted to. You know what I mean? Like add like 2 of these here. And that'll cover whatever I need to do for the weekend. And maybe 2 smaller ones on this side. Huh. Actually, I think that works. I think I'll do that. So I'll definitely save these because I think I can use these over here. So let's just put this on the side because this will be easy to add on top of. And now let's figure out the best way to glue this down. Okay, so I definitely want to get the cruise ship in. And this is just a tree, so I don't care as much about that. I really like this postcard here, so I think I want to get most of this in. So I'm trying to figure out what's the easiest way. But if I raise it like this, then the day of the week will be covering up, you know what I mean, most of it. So I think I want to put it halfway like I had it. Something like that. Let me get my sticker backer sheet so I can put underneath this. Because, yeah, it's going to go almost, well, only a little bit's going over. But I think I'm only going to have it come right here. Or should I cover the whole page? Trying to decide if I want to cover the whole thing, like the days of the week entirely. I haven't done that in a while. I might do that. But do I really want to do that? I mean, I could put, like I said, I could put the days here instead of at the top. You know what? I think I'm gonna go for it. It's unconventional, but I think I'm gonna do it. All right, so this is my sticker Becker sheet, that my large one that I use. I think this came from like 11 by 14. Can't remember, was this label paper or something? I can't remember. But I'm gonna use that basically to put glue down on this. I think that might be the easiest way. Or actually, let's see if I have any tape runner left. Let's see. Okay, yeah. I have some here, so that'll make it even easier. So if I cover the whole page, I think I'll start from the bottom here. If I cover the whole thing, or do I want to go back to my original idea of using the middle? And then that'll be there, so it'll be like that. Let's see. If I do the bottom, just want to make sure that these will look good. I do like 2 and 3. That way I can still see the ship. And then put something decorative here, or maybe take some of that and cover this up. I might do that. Okay, I think that works. So before, I think I had it like something like this. But I think I'll do my original, my second idea of having that and down here so I can still see the ship, and then take whatever scraps were left over here and put it on top. So let's do that and go from the bottom like that. That'll make it easier. And let's see, what's the best way to do this? Let me see where it ends. So about right here. Oh, good. There's a line there. Okay. So about on this line is where the top is. I mean, maybe off by like a 1/4 of an inch, but more or less that's where it is. Okay. So I'm going to get the edges really well to make sure it stays down. Then I'll put a little bit in the middle. And we get my cutting mat here just so I can see the edge. And I'm going to bring it to this bottom edge and left-hand side. Do my best not to go over. Okay. And we're just going to go for it. It's been a while since I've covered the entire page. I think I only did that maybe once last year. I don't do it that often. Okay. Okay, that was pretty good. Now I just need to punch these out. Since there's only half of the holes, I'm going to go ahead and use my manual planer punch. It's actually easier, in my opinion, when it goes to paper or cardstock versus sticker paper, because the sticker paper wants to stay on the punch, whereas the cardstock just kind of punches through. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now let's see if we want to, again, use some of this on top here. Cover up this edge. Or, oh, maybe I'll do it like this. That covers up almost all of this, and then I'll find something else to put over there. So let's do... Actually, I guess I should just use my normal planer punch. Does this have... Yeah, this has tape on it. Just going to join these two. And let's see if I can put this at the top. Or I might need to use something else to cover up that edge. Okay. let me grab one of my paper pads and see if I have something, you know, like postcards or something to cover up this. Okay, so I have this paper pad, and can't remember where I got this from. I might have gotten this from Temu or Amazon, one of those, but it has tons of like postcards and things like that. I'm going to try to find something that matches this kind of lighter tone. This might work. It's not quite as light, but it gives us some interest. So I might pull maybe one more. If we can find one that's more tan. Let's see if this is big enough. This one might be big enough if I cut it in half. Oh, that fits almost perfectly. And then I might even lower it here. So I'm gonna cut this in half to where it's just a postcard. And then maybe put this like this. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. And then all I have to do is just punch these top 3 holes here. So let me add some tape runner to that. So I'm going to keep this at the ready because I think I might need it in a couple of spaces over here. I like that a little bit better than this little scrap here because you can't really tell what that is. So let's put some tape runner on this. And bring this to the edge over here. Again, so I don't have to cut anything off. And it covers everything but that tiny little hole, but I think that'll be fine. And let's just punch out the holes here. I have to kind of go by faith because I can't really see it on this side. Okay, not bad for not being able to see. Ooh, that was kind of cool. Oh, I didn't do this one. Yeah, this is where I said I probably could have just used my... Let me get my planner punch, because I got 4 more to do. It's usually rare for me to have to punch all of these holes, so I don't use this very often. But I took the cover off just so I can see the holes. So it punches all of them at the same time. No, because this is thicker. I don't know if it'll go all the... Okay, I might have to do it by hand. Because this is so thick. It doesn't want to try to go in, but... Let's see if I can push it down. Yeah, okay. You know what? I'm going to do it manually. Because it's... Because of the other side and then the paper, I think it's too thick and it doesn't want to go all the way in. That's the only downside to this is it doesn't really punch very thick paper, which is why I bought this one. So let's just do it. Let's do it manually. Okay, that's not too bad. That's pretty good. All right, so we have that full page. Now let's do this side and figure out this one. I think I want at the top because I like this. And then this will be the scrap, and I'll see if I can fit this scrap over here or over there, something like that. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Okay, that's what that side looks like. Now let's see if we can maybe use this piece. I don't want to cover that up, but... Maybe I'll use another piece of paper from here. So I have this one. I might try to fit it within the shape of this, if I can. About at this angle here. I'm just going to be using my nail to create a crease, so I know where to cut it. And then let's see. I'm going to cut slightly past that line. Actually, I'm going to cut it from the back so I can see the line a little bit easier. That's right there. And that ends right there. So that's really good. So that's pretty good. So let's put some tape runner on this. And I might use a scrap from this one at the top. Oops. Make sure I get the angle right. There we go. Okay, so it covers that piece. And here's the other part of it. So maybe put that right here. And again, I might do the same thing. Only have to bring it up slightly because of the angle of this. And just try to match this angle as best I can. I'm using this dark line of the postcard here as a guide. Crease it. And then again, I'm gonna cut from the back side because I can see the crease a little bit easier than where the color is. So about right there. Okay, and I'm just gonna turn this so I can line it up as best I can. I'm trying to get this angle. Actually, maybe I'll start at this angle first. This is the harder angle to get. Okay, there we go. So I only have this small little piece right here. So I can put, again, that tiniest little bit right there. And again, I'm going to run it through my Xyron because this is going to be a really small piece. So again, this tiniest little sliver here. I'm actually going to go over the paper slightly because it's so small. Okay, now I'm going to see if I can fit this one through the holes. I don't know if I can. I apologize if I'm out of frame, but I need to be slightly so I can actually see the holes. It's hard to do this on camera. And hopefully it's close. Oh, there we go. Okay, that did pretty good. Okay, so I have that down. So now both sides are completely covered. And let's see, what date is this? Okay, it starts on the 19th. So Monday is the 19th, just so I know what date to put down. We have this. 1, 2. I think I did something. Something like that. I kind of want to see this, but I have that up there, so I guess I don't need to. And I think I might round the corners on these. It's looking a little boxy. Let's see, let me get my corner chomper. And I have a 1/2 inch and a 1/4 inch side. I think I'm just going to do a 1/2 inch. Excuse me, I think I'm just going to do a 1/4 inch. I think I'm just going to do a 1/4 inch, just making sure it's on the right side, because 1/2 is pretty big. And if I want to do larger, I can always do it after this, but let's see what this looks like. I think this would just give it a little bit more interest. It's a little subtle change, but ooh, yeah, I like that. And I like the 1/4. I don't think I need the 1/2. Okay, so I have all the corners around it. Okay. And these are all the extra little pieces that I have, which I don't think I'll need. I think I'll save these for maybe another spread later. And I have this, but again, I'm not sure if I'm going to use it because there's a lot of gold foil here. And there's not many that are just black, so I don't think I'm going to use this either. Let's see. So we have these. All right, so this is my number and days sticker book by Paper Studio, Agenda 52. So let's see. I wonder if I have any red or blue letters, or if I should just use black. I might just use black. But I don't want something like that. Actually, I think there's some clear stickers in the front. Yeah. I might just use these, because I have a bunch of these. Yeah, let's do that. And then, I wonder if I have any clear date number stickers. I don't know if I do. Okay, it doesn't look like I have any clear stickers for the numbers of the week. Oh, wait. I think I have some numbers in one of my Happy Planner books. I think it's one of the seasonal books. Let me go check that real quick. And I can use, let's see, the days of the week, script it here with that. All right, so I looked in this seasonal one, but I don't see any numbers in this one. I thought there was, but then I remembered my original one was in this that I combined together with this seasonal one. So this is the other seasonal, and then it splits into memory keeping. And I think there's something in this, because I know there's a lot of numbers that I never used somewhere. There it is. Oh, okay, these are larger than I remember. Let's see. Ooh, those might be too big. Well, actually, I have the space for it. So maybe I'll put the day of the week here, and will that look weird with the number here? Maybe I'll white this out and put the number in here. So instead of day 1, it'll be like, what is this? The 19th, I think I said. Yeah. Monday, 19th. And then maybe put like an icon or something there. I might do that. That way, instead of day 1, day 2, day 3, 4, 5, it's the day of the week. Yeah, let's do that. Now let's see if it fits. Let's see. 19. These are quite big, but they're clear. Oh, these are gigantic. Okay, I kind of need to put it on the side then, huh? If I did it like that. Let's see what that looks like. And then this is, see, I need Monday. Give me tweezers. I might put the day up here. It's not competing. And I don't know if I'm going to keep that there, or if I can, maybe I can find like a small icon or something to put there. So I think I might just do that. Let's see. Erase this slightly so the red line isn't going through it. Oh, don't tear. What are you ripping? Try to put it back. There we go. And did it go over? It went over slightly. All right, so I think that works. So I think I'll do that. Put the large number here. And again, I might find something, because I'm not sure how I feel about number right there. You know, the two numbers next to each other. I feel like that looks a little weird. All right, so those are all of those. Now I got to play around with what I want to do with the number here, because I don't like the double numbers. So let's set this aside. Put this up. Okay. And I don't think I'm going to use these. Let's see. I mean, if I use these, I almost have enough to do all of them. I have blue, 2 blue, 2 red, and then we'll have this in black and rose gold. So maybe I'll do 1 in black. Thinking about putting maybe some of the hot air balloons there. I might just do all the different ones. Let's see, and just rotate the colors. Oh, I think I just tore this. This is really thin. Okay. All right, let me get some sticker paper. I think I'm gonna have to put this on sticker paper and then fussy cut it again, because that's the only way I can think of to cover this up. That's the only way that it's gonna work. All right, so I just lined several of these with sticker paper and cut them out. So let's go ahead and put some of these on, and hopefully it'll cover the bulk of them, you know, the bulk of the number underneath, so that it's not as noticeable. And I think I might cover it up completely and then maybe cut off, you know, create a clean cut maybe. Actually, let me get my craft knife. Maybe do a clean cut up against the number. Like that. That way it looks intentional. Okay, I like that. That looks good. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the rest of these. And again, hopefully we can cover up the bulk of this. All right, guys, so I'm back, and I'm not gonna lie, that took some serious effort because some I would cut out, and I realized, you know, that it wasn't gonna cover up the little number in the box. I would see some of it through. So I had to get pretty creative. I was able to figure out for most part, like for example, on Tuesday, I gently lifted it up and put the number above the car. The hot air balloons, I used 2. And I did that for 2 of them just to make it easier, because when I realized how difficult this was, I was like, you know what? We're doing hot air balloons for 2 of them. So I think that worked out for the most part, thankfully. Again, that took some serious effort, but let's go ahead and put some tape runner on the backs of these. All right, so I ran the extra scraps I had from this through my Xyron. So I can use 2 for Saturday and Sunday. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's see. And then put one of the numbers maybe on top of it. So 24th and the 25th. Grab that just so, oh, let me round the corners of this. Okay, see if I can merge this together. I'm gonna cut down to this top of this line so I can join it so it won't be quite so wide. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh, I think that might work. Ooh, that looks cool. Okay, now let's put the number maybe on the side here, like that. And then let me pull Saturday. And maybe just put it, or maybe I should put it over here. Okay, now let's do the same thing for Sunday. Say this will be top. And let me round the corner. So like that. And then let's see, which side do we want to be? Let's make this the bottom. And again, I'm gonna cut some of this off in the middle so it's not quite as wide. Then I'm around the bottom of this. Oh, I just tore part of that because it's so sticky. Add a little glue to that section so it'll stay. Okay, now let's try to join these two pieces. There we go. And let's get number 25. And then Sunday. Okay, so I actually have a box for every day of the week, so I can write down my appointments, whatnot there, and I have plenty of space because that's larger than my normal boxes. So I think that'll be fine. Okay, now let's decide if we want to add any other elements here. All right, so I have some of these left. And I still have some of these that I haven't used. Definitely use the airplane somewhere because I ended up not being able to use that one. So let's put this somewhere, maybe right here. And then maybe see. Actually, I'm wondering if I should have backed that with white. I might see if I can try to peel that up. I don't know if it's going to let me, but so I can see it a little bit better. Okay, tore a very small piece, but that's pretty small, so I think I can cover that. That's not bad. Okay. Just gonna fussy cut this real quick. I think I'm just gonna, originally I thought I was gonna put this just directly on top, but because of the foiling, it's a little harder to see. So I think I'm just gonna line all the ones I want to use with sticker paper. And then just fussy cut it. So let's see how that looks. Oh, and I put it on the backer. Tasha. I can't believe I did that. I put it on the wrong side of the sticker paper. Okay, let's see if I can. I think this Zyron adhesive will be strong enough to make it stick. So I can still use it. I didn't even look to see which side it was on. I mean, it's slick, but I think the adhesive will hold. If not, I'll use glue. Let's see. Oh man, yeah, it's so slick. Okay. Let's try glue. I can't believe I did that. Oh yeah, that's strong enough. Okay. Elmer's is where it's at. Thank you, Elmer's. I could feel that stick immediately. Okay. Just kind of move some of this excess glue. And then when it dries, I can take up some of the extra adhesive off the edges. Okay. Whew, that was a close call. Okay, yeah. Definitely pay attention to where you're putting it. Let's see. Got these left. Trying to see which ones I haven't used yet. I think maybe I'll put the car in between here. Like we're driving into the weekend. And let me get sticker paper. Maybe put it like right there between those boxes. And hopefully, yes, thankfully, I put it on the right side this time. Let's see. Should I do? Well, I don't want to cover up Sunday. So I guess like right there. And I still have enough to write in on Saturday. Okay. And then let's see, I have this submarine I can put down here. The extra one that I cut out. And I have this little vintage bicycle. Maybe we'll put that down there. Takes up a smaller footprint. This gives that some interest down there as well. Okay, so those are the other ones, but again, I don't think I'm gonna use them. Now I do have these little cards. I could use... I've left my heart in so many places. I might fussy cut that and take off the graph paper. And then let's see, this one is like a little stamp. In the world through which I travel, I find I am endlessly creating myself. Add something smaller. Let's see. Let me look at the other ones I have left. I have these left. Okay, I want to make memories around the world. Live for the moments you can't put into words. I could cut this down and maybe try to fit that one here, but then I don't really want to cut that part off. So no, I guess I won't do that. Okay, let's put this here. And yeah, I think I'm gonna fussy cut it because I feel like it's just too big to go right there. And I don't care about the other side of this because it's just a hot air balloon. And I already have those ones there. Okay, that's pretty good. And I can go right there. And I don't know if I can, again, I don't know if I can cut down any more of these. I guess I could do this one if I lose the quote. And that kind of goes with that ship over there, and it's in blue. So let me glue this down first. Actually, let me use tape runner. See how much I have left. That'd be less messy. Yeah, I think I'll bring it up slightly. And then maybe over here, just so it's not going to the cruise ship so much, as far as I can go without going off the page. Okay. And again, something right here to kind of balance out that quote. That's too big. Yeah, I think this is the only one that might work. Hmm. I might be able to make this work. It almost fits. And maybe if I move this over, if it'll let me. It's letting me. Okay. Let's see. Let me use this one. It's empty. Then I can cut around this. I think that's what I'll do. Because I'd rather have the quote than this. Just kind of using the grid lines to help me trim it down. Or maybe I should cut around it. Actually, I think that's what I'll do. I'll cut around it so it kind of mirrors that. Oh, that fits pretty well, actually. And then I still have this. And then let's see if I want to bring this back. I may not want to. Well, to cover up that piece I tore. Okay, so maybe put it right about there. Then add some tape runner. And putting as close to the edge as I can without going over. Maybe I'll bring it over slightly, just so it's not so close to that. All right, there we go. And now that balances that out. All right, you guys, so that's going to be my travel-inspired spread for the week. I really like the way that came out. It took a really long time. I mean, much longer than I was anticipating, just because I had to do some things I didn't think that I would have to, like putting the clear stickers I created on white sticker paper. That was an extra step, and then I had to fussy cut everything out. That took quite a while to do, but I do love the effect, and it stands out much more. And they're not getting lost on the page, especially since I covered the entire page. I think that was important. And even though these numbers are larger than I wanted to use, I actually like the way that it looks. So again, I think everything came out really beautifully, and I'm happy with how everything turned out. All right, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll talk to you later. All right, you guys, so I just want to come back and show you all the changes that I made after the fact, after the camera went off. And this actually ended up being several hours later because I was cleaning up my craft room, and when I was staring at this, for some reason, something was just bothering me and I couldn't put my finger on it. And then I remembered that I forgot to use these. These had fallen down off my craft table, and so I didn't see it until, again, like I said, I was cleaning up my craft area. And I thought, oh my God, I remember pulling something, but I couldn't, you know how there's something missing, but you can't quite put your finger on it. That's kind of what happened. And when I saw these, I immediately was like, yes, this is what I was supposed to use. I pulled these out specifically for the spread. And after I finished the spread, I thought, gosh, it feels like there's just something missing. And again, I just couldn't quite figure out what it was. So I added this washi, which is this really beautiful map washi. And I'll try to get closer so you can see this, but it's really pretty. So this is the first washi. Again, it's this really beautiful blue. These are stamps. And this is tearing so much. This is stamp washi. And like it says, explore, adventure, London. It has different places, Honolulu, Hawaii, China. And I realized after I started using this that this is perforated, because one broke in my hand and I heard the little snap of the perforation. I thought, huh. And so then I tried to see if I could just gently pull it apart, and it did. So these are all the stamps here that I added, and that came off of this roll. And I'll do my best to try to find this. I think I got this from Michael's, I want to say. Michael's or Joann's, one of the two. So if it's Joann's, I may not be able to link it. But if I can find another source, I'll try to link that for you guys below. And let me get a little closer. So these are the stamps that I added. You know, like Egypt, Netherlands, London, Santorini, Honduras, Brazil, Paris. So I added just dispersed various different stamps all over. And it kind of goes with the stamps on the postcards that I already had added. So I just like the effect that it created. And I felt like it made it a little bit more complete. And again, here's the blue. map washi and the different stamps here. Let's zoom in a little bit just so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, so that's what it's looking like. I just wanted to come back since it did change quite a lot after the camera went off. I just wanted to show you guys what that looked like. So that's going to be my final spread for my travel inspiration adventure spread that I created. And I just feel like it's a little bit more complete now. So I just wanted to show that to you guys. All right, talk to you later. Bye.
That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, stay inspired and thank you for watching.